Hello students, today in this video we will discuss about fourth poem from our textbook Flamingo titled as A Thing of Beauty written by John Keats. John Keats, he was born in London in the year 1795 and died in Rome in 1821 at the young age of 25 due to illness. He was a romantic poet, and his poetry is characterized by sensual imagery in his most popular work, which is a series of odes. Odes, it is a lyrical poem which is meant for a particular subject. Today, his poems are one of the most sought after creations in English literature. This poetry is an excerpt from his poem Endymion, a poetic romance published in 1818, considered to be an epic poem. Epic means very long poem. Background of the poem which is a part of the poet's long poem Endymion, a poetic romance, is based on a Greek legend, a Greek story, in which Endymion, a beautiful young shepherd and poet who lived on Mount Latmos, had a vision of Cynthia, the moon goddess. The enchanted youth resolved to seek her out and so wandered away through the forest and down under the sea. Introduction of the poem. In this poem, John Keats depicts that a thing of beauty is a joy forever, a joy even in the mirth of disease, sufferings, and disappointments of life. This joy of beauty comes to a man through his senses. He is excited by the beauty of the external world and therefore have wonderful and delightful experiences. The trees, flowers, streams, mountains, sun and moon are all the objects of beauty and they provide joy forever. Poetic style. This poem is written in rhyming couplets, also known as heroic couplets, and rhyme scheme is A B B C C D D E E. Let's recite the poem first. A thing of beauty is the joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us and asleep, full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. So, in this stanza, the poet says that a beautiful thing is a source of endless joy. It has eternal beauty which never fades away. Rather, its beauty will keep on increasing with the passage of time. Uh, in next lines, the poet has compared the beauty of natural things with a shady place. A beautiful thing is like a shady shelter which gives us peaceful sleep, sound sleep with sweet dreams. And that shady place provides us good health and relaxation. So, the literary devices used in this stanza are alliteration in sleep, sweet, sus sound is repeated, metaphor is used in bower, quiet. Here, calmness of the bower, a shady place, is compared to the calming effect of a beautiful thing. Next stanza. Therefore, on every morrow, morrow means tomorrow or morning or the following day, are we reading a flowery band to bind us to the earth, spite of despondence of the inhuman dearth, of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over darkened ways, made for our searching. Yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the pole from our dark spirits. The poet says that it is the beauty which builds the desire in us to live, though there are sad moments in our life. Therefore, as in the last stanza, there are the effects of the beautiful things on human beings are mentioned. So, continue the same. The poet says that due to these beautiful effects of these beautiful things, what do we do every day? On every morning, are we reading? We are getting connected to the earth with the help of the beautiful things present over there. We are encircled with the beautiful things. Spite of despondence, in spite of the dejection, hopelessness, disappointment, and why there is hopelessness? Because of the inhuman, because of the cruel people, and because of the dearth of noble natures, because of the people because of the lack of the people with good qualities, and because of the sad days, and because of our unhealthy and bad ways to accomplish our desires of getting more and more materialistic things. And due to this, the earth is full of hatred, greed, and negativity. According to the poet, the gloom and sadness caused by this negativity fades away with the positive vibe of the beautiful things that surrounds us. The poet says that in spite of all these negative things, some beautiful things are there which moves away, which remove the pall, the cover of bad thoughts, bad things from our hearts. And the literary devices used in this stanza are alliteration in band, bind, bubba sound, noble nature, na sound, and some shape. Anaphora. Anaphora means use of same word in two consecutive lines, like of noble natures, of all the unhealthy. Of this word is repeated. Metaphor, reading and a flowery band. The beautiful things of our life bind us to the earth. So, here the beautiful things have been compared with a flowery band. Let's come to the third stanza. Such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon for simple sheep, and such are daffodils with the green world they live in, and clear rills that for themselves a cooling covet, make against the hot season, the mid forest break. Now, in this stanza, the poet lists out some of the beautiful things that surround us. He says that the numerous creation of God, like the sun, which gives us energy, the moon's beauty, the trees, which give shade not only to the human beings but to the innocent sheep also. All these objects are the natural beauties around us. The pretty flowers, like daffodils, make the world green and lively. The clear small streams, whichever areas they pass through, make them cool in hot summers. The forests, which are full of the pretty musk rose flowers, are a beautiful sight to the eye. All these things are like a blessing bestowed on all the creatures by earth. So, literary devices used over here are again alliteration in sprouting, shady, simple sheep, antithesis. Antithesis means opposite words are placed together, as in old and young. Let's come to the fourth stanza. Rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms, and such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty dead, all lovely tales that we have heard or read, an endless fountain of immortal drink pouring onto us from the heavens brink. The poet says that growth and decay, they march hand in hand, and they are two vital aspects of life. The poet sees beauty in decay and death of these beautiful things. The poet feels that beauty is not limited to birth and growth but can also be seen in magnificent death. That's why the poet says that apart from the natural sources of the beauty, there are other things also which are a great source of joy. The poet says that such too is the grandeur of the dooms. The stories related to the death of the powerful people in the past are also magnificent, are also beautiful. Why? Because these stories now have become the source of inspiration for the coming generation. All lovely tales, all these beautiful stories which we have heard or read about these powerful patriots, our ancestors, these stories are like a forever or everlasting fountain of immortal drink. Immortal drink here refers to beautiful things. And all these beautiful things are being poured on the human beings from the God's door, from the heaven's edge. And these are those beauties which are immortal and give us a reason to live on this earth despite having so many sorrows in our life. All of these forms of beauty act as an endless fountain of immortal drink, allowing humans to forget bleak reality, dark reality, and experience joy. This poem, therefore, stresses upon the theme of happiness and how it can be experienced. It inspires us and gives us the courage to fight against all odds, all the difficult situations. So, the literary devices used in this stanza are metaphor in immortal drinks. Beautiful objects of nature are forever like a never ending portion of a drink. Alliteration in have heard, oxymoron in mighty dead. Let's discuss about the theme. The poet says that a beautiful thing is a source of endless joy. It has eternal beauty which never fades away. The poem acquaints us how beautiful things play an important role in our lives and how beauty brings us close to endless joy. It never stops but it goes on increasing. So, this is all about the poem A Thing of Beauty. Thank you. Thank you so much.